Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? My name is LittleMarMan. We have another zombies video. This one is going to be another storyline video, and it's going to be about the teaser that Call of Duty tweeted out 14 hours ago. I've seen a couple of YouTubers making videos on this, and none of them really raised the questions that I want to raise in this video. So if you do want to enjoy, definitely smash that like button, of course subscribe for more Call of Duty storyline videos. And without further ado, let's get straight on into it. So Call of Duty basically tweeted out, get to know the BO3 Zombies Origins heroes as they prepare to take on Zetsubu no Shima in BO3 Eclipse. They give us a character profile of Tank Dempsey. Let's read it. Tank Dempsey, nationality American, affiliation American Marine. Corporal Tank Dempsey, American hero, originally assigned to intercept Dr. Edward Richthofen in northern France. Dempsey now fights alongside Nikolai, Takeo and Richthofen as they attempt to put an end to the enemy war machine once and for all. Though he's seen more than his fair share of bloodshed, nothing could have prepared him for the events of Der EISENRACHE. This is interesting. I find this definitely peculiar. It's interesting nonetheless, but what they're basically summing up for Tank Dempsey and his whole mission of sort of extracting Richthofen, that is on a totally different timeline to the original. Remember, we don't exactly know originally where Dempsey came from. We do know that he was sent in to extract Peter McCain. You remember that guy? Yeah, from the whole sort of Verrucht Easter egg, the guy hanging in Shinonuma. Dempsey was actually sent in to extract him before he would, like, when he was compromised. He was sent in. That they are basically, he is one of the characters, one of the 4 characters on Nectar and Totem. So I find it definitely peculiar that they are summarizing Tank Dempsey's life on this new timeline, which is the Origins timeline, which we're assuming is a different timeline to the one we're playing on now. Remember, we're hopping between timelines, as Jason Blundell politely pointed out on the Treyarch livestream. So all of this really just doesn't add up. They're summarizing Dempsey's life. Well, I suppose it is the Origins Dempsey that in this timeline, on the Origins timeline, was sent in to, of course, get Richthofen, but then the whole story went that everybody was sent to get Richthofen and they all decided to fight the zombies, put their country's differences aside, clear out the zombie horde, but then they sort of ran into that whole Samantha Easter egg trying to free her from Agartha, and then somehow there's sort of a gap between the end of Origins and the start of the Giant. Remember, Richthofen was hopping between timelines and he actually hopped into Shadows of Evil, but it doesn't really explain what our other characters really did for that 2-year space. We may find out in the near future, or we may not. It's just the way Treyarch rolls. A lot of things are left unanswered, and maybe it's best that way, because that way they can come back to it later on, explore it, and sort of provide a bit more information, and then that's sort of what makes a lot of the Easter eggs such great Easter eggs. But anyway, I'm going a bit off topic. Let's come back right onto the bio. The line that I want you to pick out right now is Dempsey now fights alongside Nikolai, Takeo and Richthofen as they attempt to put an end to the enemy war machine once and for all. What is the enemy war machine? That is really the massive question and the massive thing that we need to really take from this bio. A lot of people say it's the Wunderwaffe, and that's sort of what changed the whole time, because if the Wunderwaffe was never actually created, how could we run into so much shit with Germany winning the war and different things like that that actually sort of have that knock-on effect? Even though we're mainly responsible for this whole knock-on effect, maybe this enemy war machine does have a massive role to actually play. And maybe the enemy war machine is actually these beasts like Cthulhu and different things in the mythos of this whole realm that we're playing in. Maybe since America is against the whole Germany-Japan alliance, Division 9 are actually sort of giving these beasts a lot of power and something that they really shouldn't do, and that's actually the whole enemy war machine that's having a knock-on effect in different timelines and stuff like that. And that's why Dempsey was instructed to try stop it in the first place, but now he's sort of journeying on with Nikolai, Takeo and of course Richthofen to both save themselves, their timeline and every other timeline. I definitely thought this note was peculiar, and I thought I'd raise the whole question about Peter McCain and that whole sort of chunk of story that we've created with all the sort of Shinonuma Easter eggs and the whole Nectar and Totem crew, like the 4 Marines, and sort of slotting Dempsey in there and different things like that. I thought I'd bring all that up, see what you guys thought of it. Of course, do let me know down in the comment section below, and of course if there's any information that you feel is relevant that I did leave out, do of course leave it down in the comment section below. I will be forever grateful, and of course smash that like button if you did enjoy, if you did learn something, and subscribe for more Call of Duty Zombies storyline videos. I upload 1 or 2 zombie videos every single day, so you are missing out if you're not already subscribed. Once again, I'm going to leave it here. I hope you all did enjoy. Once again, peace out, thanks for watching, and I will see you all in another video very, very soon.